Hello everyone, welcome to Dragon Gaming's Friendly Realm. I'm your host, Dragon Gaming Kid Fun Gaming. We are not adding anyone to the campfire ring. I could not find the right person to add, which is why this episode is not done prior to me uploading it. I'm actually recording this the day of uploading, and it was mainly that little dilemma. Whoa, open the crafting table, did not mean to do that. Alright, let's go. Alright, what did I do now? I'm going to close the door. We are going to head over to the campfire ring anyway, because not only is it kind of, ritual to go over there, what we're going to do today, we're going to go to the guild hall, and we're going to add a roof. Well, the roof I'm wanting to add is, I'm just going to steal it straight from our house. See, we go to here, and that's pretty much kind of what we're doing, but we're going to do it in a slightly different style. It is turning night. For those that don't know about the campfire ring, this is basically our equivalent to Stampy's Love Garden, and we add people to it that deserve a shout out. And it's just getting kind of harder and harder to ever find people to add to it without just saying, "Oh yeah, we're giving this person a shout out for da 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 da." Because I'm not sure if anyone noticed, but it turned out to be for a while it's basically the same repetitive stuff I was adding people for. So I'm gonna put a pause on that until we find someone that you know is isn't going to be added just for the sake of adding someone. Like if I don't have anyone to add, then we're not gonna add anyone. Also, I added another bed. So I'm gonna check this real quick. Okay, we are good. So we're gonna go through this way. That's something we do. The doors kind of split a little bit, but so starting the next couple of episodes, we're actually going to start building several layers here and fill that tiny hole. I forgot to do that. What will I do with this? Frankly, I don't know. But the idea I have in my head is to use spruce or something that kind of fits well with wood. We could also go jungle. We do have a jungle biome nearby. I say nearby, but it's like a little bit of a trek. But at the same time, it's not so much of a trek that it's, it's not a bad trek. We've even headed out there a couple of times. So before we actually go and start on the roof, here's what we got. And when I built the box, I do have a name for our guild hall. I knew that I probably wouldn't get a name from the comment section, so I came up with a couple of my own. We're going to call this the Dragon's Roar Guild Hall. Yep, exactly like that. I am going to crouch, take out my shovel, take our cobblestone stairs, put myself there, and no, that's not what I want. Alright. I'm going to put these in there. As you can tell, we're adding actual supports, and it's going to, I may go back and want to change this later, but that's just kind of what we have at the moment. For us, it kind of feels like this isn't just built on itself. It actually kind of feels as if we are doing, more than that. And it kind of adds more realistic ability to it. And, here's the box, our little box. We are going, so today we are going to kind of pull the same thing we did with the house, but differently. For our Dragon's Roar Guildhall. We're going to kind of pull the same sort of design, but we're not going to pull it off the same way, and we're not going to use the same materials. Well, mostly the same materials. I'll explain what I mean when I get up here. I'm just going to kind of build a cross just like this. I could have actually used the villagers as an example, but I wanted to, build something that didn't look like a villager. As far as how I'm actually going to do this, we'll figure this out. So see what I'm doing there is it's just a cobblestone. We're gonna pull the same kind of idea off. Yeah, this idea works. Okay, so we're gonna basically I'm going to take the things here. Oh, this probably did not work out as well as it did in my head. Oh well, we'll figure it out. And like I said, I can always change it later. So in between the cobblestone, we're gonna, gotta have a lot more. We're gonna have ourselves cobblestone. Oh, what I should have. Oh, that would have been cool. You know what? I think I'm gonna do exactly that. So I'm gonna destroy pretty much everything we've just done. At least everything here. And start making it in the actual roof. So I'll show you what I mean in a sec. So we're going to, and I kind of got this idea straight out of Grian. Do I have any extra tools? I have big axes. I seriously need to get myself an axe or something. I can always pick this up later. It'll be fine. You're starting to see what I'm coming up with. I'm checking this real quick. Wow. So I'm going to kind of continue a little bit of this design out of episode and get the general idea done. But I think you kind of get the idea. It's just kind of what we've got with the roof at our house. But I'm going to pull this off a lot differently. And of course, the little bits here that aren't supposed to be there, I will get rid of. But just like this. And then we are going to boop, boop, and kind of have this in the middle. If that makes sense. Which I think it's going to look good. But I think that's all the time we've got for today's episode. Like I said, I'm going to continue this out of episode. I really like the idea. I will get to sketching, quote unquote, our Guildhall's emblem, and I will have that shown to you next episode. So I'm going to build a little bit of this I'm going to pretty much build this out of episode, as I'm kind of doing right now. Well, I mean, it's not really out of episode, but I think you get my gist there. And we're basically kind of going to do the same thing we've done over there, like I've mentioned so many times before. I've built that wrong. But I also don't want to overdo this. The reason there's no Bendy episode this week, by the way, is when I went to go edit it, I found out that I ran out of space. And it's a 20-minute episode. As much fun I have with that, I'm going to probably just release that one on its own.